Hello viewers, welcome back to the another session on Confluence. We are exploring the Atlassian products through your community leader Subramaniam. Today's topic we are going to explore the Confluence side panel and some of the shortcuts that are available for a easy and a fast processing the features. If you look at the side panel, and to recap, we have created a space named Project Demo YouTube. And if you look at the side panels, we have a list of options where you have overview, you can create block or series of blocks, you can engage your teams or external stakeholders or the viewers by asking questions and interacting with them through a Q&A session or forum. If you are interested in knowing who have visited the conference spaces you have created or given permissions or shared with others, we have analytics section, space analytics it is called. It shows in a period of time how many viewers have viewed which template or which space or page on this main project demo YouTube space. You can view through the number of pages, or you can view through the users who have logged in and who are utilizing the spaces. Now is the time for calendars. As you all know, nowadays the calendar is one of the default application or feature, both mobile version as well as a web version. So using these calendars, you can schedule the meetings, you can share the invite links, meeting invite links with your audience, viewers or team members. Parallelly, if you are working on a DevOps platform or platform engineering team, you can schedule your hotfix releases, major releases or minor releases, and you can share this calendar invite. Most important of all, this entire side panel view is the space settings. Please pay much attention on these space settings, because this is the place where it will let you know who should view the pages or spaces you create, who should collaborate or comment, or who should be only notified for the upcoming changes, any additions or deletions, or bulk changes on your Confluence instance. So one main detail that you need to focus, as I mentioned, is page details. Let's click on that. Yeah, this page details will show you can edit the logo. You can give your own logo to this space. These are non editable fields except the space logo and the home page, which is I have access to. And coming to convert pages, we have a series of options here. So yeah, convert pages automatically. You need to explore this, since I do not have the complete admin rights on this sandbox. So even I toggle or untoggle, it's not going to reflect, since I have limited permissions on this sandbox. So how do you know what kind of permissions you have on your space? This is where under space settings, navigate to space permissions. You will see the list of groups, individual users, and anonymous users who can have access. So let's look at anonymous access, which means if your Confluence site is public and you want to grant permissions to the stakeholders who are not logged in, they can be still viewing your comments around documentation aspects or even the blog aspects. So anonymous users here, we have a cross symbol, which means none of the external users with non-Atlassian user ID or accounts can view pages, blogs, comments, attachments, restrictions. If I click on edit permissions, if you see here, anonymous, now all these checkboxes are in editable mode. The moment I select any of this and save all and refresh the browser, so I'm enabling access to the third party user or or external stakeholders. So for time being, we are not doing any of these activities, but we are just exploring the space settings and permissions. All right. Now let's focus on the shortcuts. If you see here, we have a shortcut with the addition symbol, right? Which means you can insert external links so that when the stakeholders or team members access this page, this entire Confluence site will serve as a single repository. Say, for example, search or paste a link, right? Let's go with Microsoft.com. So we are giving an external link as Microsoft. So actually, I need to give the full website. So we can give a sample. Say for example, okay. See, the shortcuts have been added as a sample. The moment you click on the sample, it will load the content on this page. So you can create a number of shortcuts, which helps you to quickly navigate. Similarly, it has edit and remove permissions options. Now, the another important aspect is the content. This is where the page hierarchy. You can make and maintain the page hierarchy through spaces. Now, this template project plan is by default selected when we are creating this space. Now, how can we insert the macros? How do we create the content? Now, on the top right corner, you have a list of icons. E is for edit, in show inline comments. You can start this page, you can watch. See, by default, when you create a space, all the logged in user or the user who have admin rights or who have been permitted to contribute on this instance, the watch icon is automatically enabled, and you can restrict who will have access to this space and the page, as well as you can share either in the Slack channel, or you can share the page by email address or entering the team member's name. You can add a message and copy link. If you click on these three dots, we have a plethora of features which are enabled, similar like copy, move, exporting to a Word document or a PDF. You can convert the entire page to a blog. You can archive, delete. Presenter mode is a new feature that has been added to the Confluence, and it's really helpful in when you present the details or the explaining the pages to your leadership or external stakeholders. You can view the analytics of this page, how many members have used or who are accessing this content, etc. You can add your attachments. Similarly, you can send the Slack notifications. Now, the moment I click on edit icon, so now we are in editable mode, and you can either choose to remove emoji, you can add emoji, you can add a header image, you can add a status. So what are the current statuses available? It's a draft, in progress, and ready for review. Now you can make your own customizations. You can add your customers for review. You can save. Now if you click the drop down, we already have the suggested statuses. Now you can add a customized status as well. So this give a glance when you share this page to the stakeholders. Now this is a skeleton template with a pre-built information, which is plug and play, and you can readily use it. How do you insert macros? There is a example already mentioned on this draft. At the rate, mention the driver. If you click double slash you to add a date. So these are some of the macros. So let's click on the slash. The moment you click on single slash, right, these are the list of options you can choose. Similarly, you also have a shortcut next to this action item. So let's select an action item. Type your action using at the rate to tag someone. Driver will be product owner strategy. Since I have not added any users on this sandbox, I'm not tagging any more person. So now, if you see, you have selected the action list, which means you can check, you can uncheck. Similarly, approval. We can add a date here, slash. It directly takes you to the date format, and you can choose a date. We are choosing today's date, 2nd August 2023. If you want to add one more date, yes, you can add again. For example, yes. So due dates will be first strike. We can mention first strike date will be on 2nd August and second strike will be on 5th August. This way, we are setting the reminders when this document should be reviewed by the approving authorities. So the stakeholders will be the contributor, will be the informed stakeholders, the RACI matrix who should be approving it. So all these people will have an understanding as when is the first review happening, when is the second strike happening, and what are the key outcomes. Key outcomes will be, I'm giving an example, the definition of product strategy and timelines to implement. So status again, you can choose your own status, you can give a customized status. So we can say it's in progress. So you can delete complete, you can delete not started. So this is an example on how you can use the macros. Similarly, if you ask me how do we use the shortcuts, I will show you the options to use the shortcuts and where you want to explore. Now we are clicking on publish. If you see now, this page shows for review header often and more is a header image that we have added for the purpose of the demo of this your video, and we have used the skeleton template by using a macro action item, and we have used another macro with our date formats for accepting the dates, and we have the status set. Now, how do you access the shortcuts? On top right corner, if you click on this help icon, it will show a list of helpful details. So you can directly ask your questions or explore the lesson community by asking the community. If you go to the keyboard shortcuts icon, it will display the list of shortcuts you can use to make your documentation and editing faster, quicker, and crispier. So you have general keyboard shortcuts. You have editor formats like formatting, rich formatting, actionable shortcuts, and the font settings, automatic table creations, emoticons. So you can explore these keyboard shortcuts on your instance to explore and know the seamless navigation of this Confluence site. So today's topic, as we mentioned, we have gone through the macros. Where do we explore the keyboard shortcuts and the space settings along with the side panel view. So I will see you again tomorrow. Hope you are created your own instance and started exploring the Confluence site. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.